watching ABC7 Bangor.
This is ABC7 News at Noon.
One man is facing multiple charges after he allegedly pointed a gun at someone in West Forks. Good afternoon, I'm Susan Farley. Also, 4 people, including a mother and son, have been arrested on drug trafficking charges in East Machias. And a Maine National Guard soldier accused of raping a fellow soldier during a wheat drill weekend has been convicted of aggravated assault, and details are coming up along with the rest of our stories. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. First, it's kite flying weather. Let's check in with meteorologist Devin Biggs and find out what's next. Happy Thursday, Devin.
Hey Susan, happy Thursday afternoon. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Luigi and Fredericks, across from Eastern Maine Medical Center, serving the greater Bangor area for over 65 years. Alrighty, the radar and satellite, not too bad out there. We'll have a few clouds today, but ultimately we'll see more sunshine than anything else. But we're caught in between low pressure and high pressure at this point, with low pressure well off for our north and east, located right about in here, and high pressure right about in there. And we got that gusty northwest flow that can reach up to about 30 miles per hour. So we'll need to be ready for some gusty winds across the region today. Overall, though, not too bad out there. Maybe a few clouds in a few spots, though. But we'll be watching for maybe a few more as we head towards tomorrow morning. Maybe some fog, but the wind will help to keep most of that fog away. But a decent amount of sunshine as we start things off for tomorrow. Otherwise, though, here's that gusty northwest wind with some areas reaching up to 20 miles per hour. This will cause some issues along the coastline, though. So this will be causing some issues for some of the boats. So be ready for that, though, especially if that area of low pressure moves away. Middle 60s today, partly cloudy and windy, with that northwest wind getting up to about 30 miles per hour. Later on tonight, middle 40s, mostly clear and breezy out there. Northwest wind getting up to about 25 miles per hour. And for tomorrow, middle 60s, partly cloudy, still breezy out there. Northwest wind getting up to about 25 miles per hour. Hourly forecast for the rest of the afternoon period. It's a lot of sunshine, maybe a few passing clouds, temperatures in the 60s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Susan?
Thank you, Devin. A man is facing multiple charges after he allegedly pointed a gun at someone in West Forks. Somerset County Sheriff's deputies were sent to Barry's General Store in West Forks for a disturbance around 1:30 Wednesday morning. Chief Deputy Michael Mitchell says Brandon and Jillian Barry told police they woke up to the sound of their vehicle running. They discovered 28-year-old Edward Baker inside the vehicle, and he had allegedly fired a gun through the windshield. Baker also allegedly pointed the gun at Brandon Barry. Deputy Mitchell says the Barrys and a neighbor were able to subdue Baker and secure the gun until law enforcement could arrive. Baker is facing a variety of charges, including criminal threatening with a dangerous weapon and burglary. His bail is set at $25,000 cash. 4 people, including a mother and son, have been arrested on drug trafficking charges in East Machias. Deputies from the Washington County Sheriff's Office and agents from the Maine Drug Enforcement Agency arrested 61-year-old Tammy Davis and her 39-year-old son Nicholas Ames, both of East Machias. 33-year-old Jermaine Henry and 27-year-old Rashawn Howard, both of Bronx, New York, were also arrested. MDEA Commander Peter Arno says during the search of a Jacksonville Road home in East Machias, authorities seized suspected fentanyl, 78 grams of suspected crack cocaine, and almost $2,500 in suspected drug proceeds. All 4 were taken to the Washington County Jail. Bail for Henry and Howard is set at $50,000 cash. Bail for Davis and Ames will be set by the court. A Maine National Guard soldier accused of raping a fellow soldier during a drill weekend has been convicted of aggravated assault. David Sear is serving 90 days in jail after pleading no contest in exchange for prosecutors dropping 2 charges of gross sexual assault last month. The charges against Sear stemmed from a 2019 incident in which he was accused of assaulting a woman after drills in Washington County. The plea deal means Sear does not have to register as a sexual offender. His attorney said Sear maintains his innocence. There was a chaotic scene outside the Natural Living Center grocery store in Bangor Wednesday after a car hit the front of the building. A call came in just before 10 o'clock reporting a car crashed into the building on Longview Drive. As you can see, the car didn't actually breach the building, but it did cause some damage to the exterior. Bangor Fire and police were on the scene immediately to assess the damage.
The driver's not injured. It was like they mixed up the gas and the brake pedal and just into the building. We have the code enforcement from the city of Bangor coming over just to take a look. It doesn't appear that anything's structural.
Lieutenant Bean said as long as the code enforcement officer gives employees the okay, the business should be able to remain open. Coming up on ABC 7 News at noon, the state of Maine, like the rest of the country, is experiencing a serious housing problem. When we return, we'll take a look at a meeting on the subject in Augusta yesterday. We'll be right back.
I earned my retirement. I worked over 40 years for it. But Bruce Poliquin doesn't get it. He's a Wall Street banker and congressman who took all that money from the drug and insurance industries, then voted for devastating cuts to Medicare and risking Social Security. Poliquin even supported raising the retirement age. Bruce Poliquin is all about corporations and multimillionaires like himself, not us. House Majority PAC is responsible for the content of this ad.
If you've been injured and think you can't afford a lawyer, think again. There's absolutely no fee unless we win money for you.
I called the twos after a big truck put me in the hospital. I never paid Lowry & Associates a penny out of my pocket. They came to the hospital, got my medical bills paid, got me $350,000.
I'm Jim with Lowry & Associates. Call the twos. We win for you.
If you're hurt in an accident, what do you do? Call 222-2222.
Vanelli Pizzeria in Ellsworth, now under new ownership, has been using fresh ingredients and ideas on top of our award-winning pizza doughs and sauces for more than 20 years. Come try our famous New York-style pizza. We're sure you'll agree. It's the best pizza you've ever tasted.
I'm 82 years old and I have collapsed arches, which means the first thing that hits the ground is the bone in my arch. I came to Comfort Shoes 4 years ago because I couldn't walk without pain. And she spent so much time on my feet getting the right shoe, and we finally found the right pair. Once you made these orthotics for me, I have no pain. These are so comfortable. I have no discomfort. I feel like I could go running, and I thank you and Comfort Shoes for that.
Luna Family Auto Sales is a locally owned business run by a husband and wife team.
Here at Luna Family Auto Sales, we combine our passion for cars with providing service to the community and local economy. Featuring no dark or hidden fees at all, we offer financing for all credit types and service everything we sell.
Check out our website at lunafamilyautosales.com.
Or come in and say hi. We'd love to meet you and introduce ourselves. Luna Family Auto Sales, 649 Stillwater Ave, Old Town.
The law.
I've been a judge for 40 years. Don't waste my time.
If you break it,
You didn't pay rent.
you'll pay for it.
It's my show. Nobody cares whether you have a personality or not.
Weeknights at 5 on ABC 7.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Nearly $2.5 million taxpayer dollars are coming to Maine to strengthen its forest economy. The investment from the U.S. Forest Service Wood Innovations Grant and Community Wood Grant programs will help 4 businesses across the state, most of them in our region. The funding was requested by Senators Susan Collins and Angus King earlier this year. In a joint statement, they said, quote, "The future of Maine's forest products industry is bright. With new technologies like cross-laminated timber and biomass energy, the historic sector has a chance to overcome the obstacles of the last few decades and restore jobs in our state's logging communities." The state of Maine, like the rest of the country, is experiencing a serious housing problem. Yesterday, it was the center of discussion in Augusta. Devin Dagnall reports.
Wednesday, the USDA and leaders from all over the state met in Augusta for a roundtable discussion on how to address Maine's affordable housing crisis. Joaquin El Toro, administrator for the USDA Rural Housing Service, says it is a bipartisan issue that needs action immediately.
That when it comes to the conversation of housing, the challenges and the opportunities do not sit on just one person's shoulders. We have to understand that it truly takes a village.
According to Rhiannon Hampson, Maine State Director of USDA's Rural Development, one tool to combat the crisis is loans that have been made available through the USDA from President Biden's Build Back Better program. Through Section 502 loans, the USDA is helping Maine families either build or move into homes they wouldn't be able to otherwise with 0% down. Dan Churchill, a resident of Bridgeton, Maine, is a single father of twins who has been able to build and move into a brand new home with the help of the USDA. Churchill says that becoming a homeowner has not only helped him feel more secure, but it has also helped his 2 sons grow.
Yeah, it's amazing. And watching them, they thrive. And so just being at the house, playing around the yard, It's off a main, it's not on a main road anymore, so I don't have to worry about the traffic. It's everything that I wanted for them. And so that, to me, was worth all the headaches I went through the whole entire process.
Churchill is just one of many success stories from the USDA loan program. According to Al Toro, the USDA plans on expanding its loan program and other programs like it in the near future to help Mainers through the worsening housing crisis. Those gathered say there is a lot more work to do to solve Maine's housing crisis. For more information about the loans, visit rd.usda.gov. In Augusta, I'm Devin Dagnold for ABC7 and Fox 22.
Charter Communications has extended broadband services in the city of Ellsworth. The company says it's all part of its investment of more than $3 million in projects in rural Maine. The Spectrum Fiber Optic Network Expansion Project will bring full spectrum services to more than 1,500 homes in Ellsworth. City Manager Glenn Mosier says it's a step forward in their goal of expanding broadband access to everyone who lives in Ellsworth.
Since the pandemic, the city staff has worked really hard at finding new opportunities and ways to expand broadband throughout the city of Ellsworth, with the ultimate goal of bringing 100% to all of the citizens in the city of Ellsworth to have high speed, reliable, and affordable broadband.
Charter Communications estimates there are about 46,000 Mainers who still don't have high-speed internet access. A spokesperson says the company is working hard to change that number and expand broadband to more Mainers. Now with Thursday's business news, here's Leo Jonathan.
After the massive Tuesday sell-off, Wednesday's trading saw the Nasdaq rise 0.7%, the S&P was up 0.3%, and the Dow finished up 0.1%. The looming railroad strike this week is already putting parts of the Northeast in an energy bind. Trains carrying fuel to northeastern states have already been sidetracked in case contract talks fail. Stocks of heating oil and diesel are at their lowest levels in more than 20 years. The Biden administration plans on spending $900 million taxpayer dollars to build a national EV charging network. President Biden has set a goal of installing 500,000 chargers across the country. On the other hand, the 2024 Mustang was unveiled by Ford at the auto show in Detroit. It's the first redesign of the Mustang in a decade. It keeps a reliable and powerful gas engine under the hood for 2024. I'm Leo Jonathan with Thursday's Business on ABC7.
The town of Brownville has named 3 of its bridges in honor of its citizens who lost their lives fighting for our country. Matthew Jaroncic has more.
For purple mountains, majesties.
Wednesday morning, the Brownville community gathered at 3 of its bridges to rename them after 3 veterans who lost their lives fighting overseas. Gary Larson, who lost his brother Stanley Larson while defending Outpost Harry during the Korean War, says the recognition shows how much the town cares about those who served.
It says that the people here in Brownville appreciate the sacrifices that he made, and we as a family, appreciate all that the town has done.
The bridge renaming process began early last October when Brownville Junction Historical Society member Dan Peters presented a proposal at a select persons meeting, with Senator Paul Davis moving it to legislature to sign. The bridge in Brownville Village will now be known as the Stanley Smith Larson Memorial Bridge. The Brownville Junction Bridge will be renamed as the Edward Fredonia Stone Memorial Bridge, and the Millinocket Road Bridge was rededicated as the Eldon Howard Cale Memorial Bridge. In front of each bridge, the color guard started off a ceremony, which was followed by a prayer and comments from Senator Davis and Representative Richard Evans. Davis says this is a way we can thank those who put their lives on the line for us.
Remember the sacrifice that they gave us. They gave their lives. They gave everything, so that we could be free.
Family members of those being honored also had the chance to say a few words. The day was an emotional roller coaster for many of these families.
It's great that they've done this in his honor. He did give his life for his country, and at a young age, leaving 5 kids behind.
For us, to have this bridge named after him is extremely special, given that it wasn't just him that served. He served along with 3 of his brothers, and he was the one that didn't come home.
Peters said that people who cross the bridge should be grateful for the lives they currently have.
I would like people to view the sign as they cross the bridge, to come to a realization that freedom is not free. I would like everyone to live their lives as Stanley Smith Larson dreamed of living his.
Reporting from Brownville, Matthew Duranczyk, ABC7 and Fox 22.
Coming up, a new study reveals that some of the best schools in America are right here in Maine. We'll take a look when we return.
Looking for natural, organic, and local groceries? Still here. Looking for special diet needs, bulk foods, and organic produce? Still here. Looking for natural supplements and health and beauty supplies? Still here. Looking for one of the biggest selections of local beers, wine, and brewing supplies? Still here. It's all still here at the Natural Living Center, serving satisfied customers for more than 40 years. Natural Living Center, Longview Drive, Bangor.
We're a AAA family.
We found out about AAA insurance through a friend who had actually mentioned it a while ago. We ran the numbers and it totally worked.
We looked at the statement for our previous insurer and then AAA insurance. Definitely, we've seen a huge difference.
Switch to AAA insurance today, and you could save an average of $483 on auto insurance. Compare that to State Farm, Geico, even Allstate. Call now for your free AAA full picture quote to find out how much you could save.
By switching over to AAA insurance, we saved over $450. So with our savings, he bought more equipment.
More money means more practice equipment.
In his world.
Why didn't we do this earlier? Why did it take so long?
We're a AAA family now.
AAA insurance allows us to do so much more with our kids and spend more time with them.
To find out how much you could save by switching to AAA insurance, call 877-209-5384 for your free AAA full picture quote today. You'll be glad you did.
On the Road, broadcasting the news at 6, live from Millinocket, is sponsored by Peer-to-Peer, a community-oriented center inspiring hope for recovery in the Katahdin region. Emery Lee & Sons does it all and does it well. Your general contractor since the 1960s. And S&S Weapons, open Thursday through Sunday, 12 to 6. Stop in and let Scott or Sam help you find what you're looking for.
Jamar Construction Products in Bangor continues to grow to meet our customers' needs, supplying products for site work contractors, concrete contractors, and survey and safety supplies. We are proud to be the local dealer for Hilti, Valley Blades, U.S. Fabrics, and Euclid Chemical, plus so much more. Stop by and see us at 1270 Hammond Street or give us a call at 907-4491. If you dig it, pour it, plow it, fasten it, lay it, or lift it, Jamar Construction Products can help you.
Health experts are highlighting a rare complication for a common form of birth control. It seldom happens, but doctors say it's something people should still be aware of. Here's ABC's Justin Finch.
Intrauterine devices, or IUDs, are a popular form of birth control. It's a safe and effective procedure, but health experts insist women should talk to their doctors about risks. Experts from the University of Washington say women who choose to use an IUD for birth control should be aware of a very small possibility that the device could puncture their uterus. This is known as an IUD perforation. In a study published in The Lancet, researchers looked at more than 300,000 women and only 0.6% had an IUD perforation. The risk of a perforation rose by nearly 7 times if the procedure was done within 4 days to 6 weeks after giving birth. But the risk was lower in women who had the procedure 1 year after giving birth. Doctors say the bottom line is that this is a very rare complication of a safe and effective procedure and that women should speak with their doctor on when it's best to get an IUD if that is what they choose. Also, doctors say if you notice any symptoms like pain or heavy bleeding after the procedure, call 911 immediately. With this Medical Minute, I'm Justin Finch.
What's old is new again at Pleasant Mountain. The name change comes after more than 30 years, and the resort says it's all to pay homage to its roots. This is the mountain's new logo. Pleasant Mountain is the physical name of the mountain where the ski resort resides in Bridgeton. It was changed to Shawnee Peak back in the 80s when a company out of Pennsylvania purchased the resort. Through the years, that name never resonated with those who grew up skiing there. And now, with the original Pleasant Mountain name is making a return, the owners say they hope to honor the past while looking to the future.
I mean, I think that is the intention, really, is to go back to honor everything that's happened here historically, all the firsts that we had, along with being the first resort in Maine. We had the first ski patrol, we had the first chairlift in Maine. There's so many different things to celebrate.
The name change also comes with changes at the mountain itself, including new signs and a new website. Pleasant Mountain hasn't said yet when they plan to open this year. 3 Maine schools are among the best higher education institutions in the region. U.S. News and World Report's 2023 Best Colleges list named the University of Maine at Presque Isle among the top tier of best regional colleges in the North. It also named the school in the top 10 regional colleges for graduates with the least debt and the top 30 regional colleges in the North for social mobility. University of Maine at Presque Isle President Ray Rice says it's an honor to be recognized in 4 different categories.
It really tells us that the efforts we're making to ensure that the programs are not only affordable, but also that they're structured in a way that it helps our students to succeed. It shows us that we're definitely doing the right thing.
The University of Maine and the University of Maine at Machias ranked in the top performers on social mobility and top public schools. The University of Maine at Machias also was included on the list of top national liberal arts colleges. When we return, Devin Biggs has your 5-day forecast.
When pipes froze and water damage ravaged a home, Bouchard Cleaning was there to restore and dry things up. When a home in Wells needed mold remediation, Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration performed as promised. From Madawaska to Owl's Head, Ashland to Bath, we've answered the call. More than just a cleaning company. We're restoring Maine. Statewide commercial and residential services. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration.
Winning car accident cases is what we do.
I needed foot surgery, and they got me $215,000. What did the twos do for you?
Lowry and Associates got me $450,000.
We win for you.
22.
The signs of summer are here. The sun's out for the evening commute. Whistles and clapping echo from the ball field. And a day at the lake brings the family together. Valley Home Services offers whole home comfort, serving northern Maine to Portland. Choose from Daikin, Fujitsu, or Mitsubishi heat pumps, and you'll be ready for whatever summer brings. Humid days or cool nights, come home to comfort with Valley Home Services. Home is our middle name.
Brooks Tire and Auto Sales in Dexter offers quality used vehicles covered under a 30-day, 1,000-mile, 100% guarantee. We're proud of the quality of the used vehicles we sell and dedicated to serving our customers. We have a full-service auto repair shop and nobody can beat our prices on tires. Call us for a quote. Buy 4 tires from us and get a free rotation. Be sure to visit our virtual showroom of inventory available on our website. Whether it's your first purchase with us or one of many, you can count on us to make it the best buying experience possible. Brooks Tire and Auto Sales, Route 7, Dexter.
Ace Roofing, proudly serving the central Maine area. Book now before snowy weather. Call 207-949-6694 for superior quality, service, and workmanship. Ace Roofing.
The Bangor Historical Society is hosting a night at the museum If Portraits Could Talk. Next Wednesday, September 21st, you can join the team for a fundraising night at the Thomas A. Hill House on Union Street. The goal of the event is to solve a mystery puzzle using different clues and finding your way around the museum.
We're going to be having clues leading to different objects and parts and pieces of different paintings to kind of tell this story. So you got to take the hints and find the correct painting or object or clothing that we're going to have out.
Mystery puzzle will have 2 levels, one family-friendly and less intense. The other is for experienced puzzle devotees. Bishop says the night will be full of mystery, with most of the evening based on historical events with some creativity mixed in. Devil's Half Acre Distillery will be providing some drinks, and Bishop said there will be plenty of food as you take your journey back in time. Tickets start at $25 for members and are $40 for non-members. Today is the opening day at the Oxford County Fair. The 4-day event is at the fairgrounds off Pottle Road in Oxford. There are a number of new events this year, including lawnmower races, a redneck truck pull, and cornhole tournament, just to name a few. Of course, all the traditional favorites are there, too, the apple pie contest and the ox pulling event. Let's take a look on opening day.
We like to go see the livestock and all the different animals.
I like the animals. We're not really into the rides.
Yeah, we're animal people. Just get into the barns and look around. And despite my accent, I really do like the animals a lot.
I came to this fair to see the livestock. I enjoy to get a chance to pet them and talk to them. I looked also at the Midway. They have a good offering there.
What they should know is these cattle are well taken care of. The stick sounds worse than it is. These people all care very greatly for their animals. They're all athletes. They're all conditioned. They truly care about this sport. And most of these people are here as a family ordeal, not just 1 or 2, a whole group of family, multiple generation. It's a big part of agriculture in the state of Maine. Every event we have here we think is big. We've got sheep shows, we've got cattle shows, we've got cattle pulling, we've got the 4-H and youth barn right full of livestock exhibits, youngsters right up through. So everything here is a big event, we feel like, at the fair.
Now let's check your full forecast with Devin Biggs. Devin?
Alrighty, happy Thursday afternoon. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Scott's Recreation, New England's largest trailer dealer, home and Maine's lowest camper and tractor prices, with locations in Turner, Manchester, Herman, and Orono, Maine. Already a small crowd advisory is in effect. As you know, we've been talking about that gusty wind, and of course it's going to be causing some issues for parts of the ocean. Here's that confirmation of that lasting until about 11 a.m. as we head towards your Friday. Zooming things out, the sky is looking pretty good. We'll be under a partly cloudy sky today. Ultimately more sunshine than anything else, but the latest setup looks like this, with low pressure and high pressure right nearby. So a lot of that gusty northwest wind reaching up to about 30 miles per hour from time to time before high pressure starts to approach and calm things down. Let's take a field trip to the tropics. There's only one system we have our eye on right now. This is Fiona right here, though. And that's winds up to about 50 miles per hour already. Kind of a lopsided storm moving to the west at 13 miles per hour with all the convection to its eastern side and nothing on the western side of the system at this point. It's going to be tracking toward the west and a little bit to the northwest, too. So other areas we'll need to keep an eye on this, but it's expected to sustain some of the winds up to 60 miles per hour, at least as it continues to move in. So we'll make sure to keep an eye on that. Otherwise, though, some gusty winds reaching up to about 30 miles per hour back here at home today. We'll keep some of those winds going tonight, even into parts of tomorrow. So gusty winds not going away for about the next day or so. But our average high is 71 degrees. We'll be in the 60s the next few days, so actually a few degrees below normal and well below normal Monday and Tuesday, with highs possibly in the lower 60s to start things off next week. Futurecast moving forward, though, a few clouds from time to time, otherwise becoming mostly clear later on tonight. Maybe a few clouds by tomorrow morning with that gusty northwest wind up to about 25 miles per hour again. We'll start seeing the winds back off as low pressure slowly moves away and high pressure starts to approach. So things will start to improve soon as we stay dry for the next few days. So overall for today, though, not too bad. Middle 60s, partly cloudy and windy. Northwest wind getting up to about 30 miles per hour. Later on tonight, middle 40s, mostly clear and breezy. Northwest wind getting up to about 25 miles per hour. And for tomorrow, middle 60s, partly cloudy and breezy. Northwest wind up to about 25 miles per hour. Alrighty, that's Scott's Recreation extended forecast for dry through Saturday with a partly cloudy sky and highs in the 60s. More rain moves in on Sunday and Monday with highs in the 60s.
Thank you, Devin. That's all for ABC 7 News at noon. Thanks for watching. I'm Susan Farley. We'll see you this evening with Peter Dubois and Beth Jones on ABC 7 News at 6. Have a great afternoon.
Hi folks, this is Barry Gass of Gass Horse Supply and Western Wear in Orono. We've been in business since 1911, and our third-generation family-owned business can't wait to show you our unique line of Western wear and Western tack. We have Western boots, shirts, hats, belts, and buckles for the entire family, and Western tack from bridles to saddles and everything in between for your horse.
Gass Horse Supply and Western Wear, where the American West comes alive in Maine.
You're watching ABC.